here with Robin O'Connor, and we're going to talk about her experience with meditation. So, how did you first get interested in meditation?
Well, for me, my first exposure was when I attended yoga at the gym, and I was fortunate enough to have a real yoga teacher, and I appreciated the peaceful feeling and relaxed feeling that I had at the end of the class, and I really wanted to find a way to take that out of the yoga room.
And so how did you find out that there was meditation going on at Unity Temple?
One of my mother's friends was a Unity chaplain, and in conversation we agreed to go to one of his services. And at that time I picked up a flyer, and it's all history from there.
So what did you find as you started meditation? What was most difficult about beginning?
I would say the most difficult thing was this idea that I could turn my thoughts off, and struggling with noises in the room and all those things that tend to bubble up as you start to meditate, and all those preconceived ideas on how meditation is supposed to be.
And how was that with meditating in a group versus meditating on your own?
Well, in a group, it was interesting. You deal with the sounds of other people breathing and the sounds of the room around you. You know, if someone is rustling around in their seat. So that was the difficult part of things. The most fascinating part is after the meditations, we started sharing our experiences, and this bond started forming, and this sense of community and fellowship started forming with the other meditators. So that was the most fantastic thing that started to evolve.
So what was it like when you first came to experience the meditation class here at Unity Temple?
You know, it was really funny because I emailed the meditation leader probably about 2 months earlier, and it took me about 2 months to get up the courage to even come. And I walked through the doors, and actually there was a substitute leading the meditation that day, and I decided, even though it was someone I didn't meet the person I had been emailing with, it was, I decided to come back and again, make myself try it again, even though it was hard that first time. And when I came back, I met the meditation leader, Janet Taylor, and the meditation itself was very peaceful, but it was scary walking through the doors. And what I remember the most was the feeling afterwards, because there were people that would gather downstairs for coffee, and there was always that encouragement to go and participate and sit down and have discussion about your meditation afterwards. And I was so fearful to join up with that group, and I would tell myself I would go down. This went on for probably 2 months. I would go downstairs, I would get a cup of coffee, and I would tell myself, you have to finish the cup of coffee before you can leave. And then finally, after about 2 months, I got up enough bravery to actually go over and introduce myself and sit down with the group.
And so what has been your experience now that you've gotten to know some other people in the community?
We have built, it's been fantastic. They're like a family. Just today we met in a local park and had a picnic. It's just been a wonderful experience, and we're such a diverse group from all different backgrounds and all different types of people, and something that I wouldn't be able to experience in my at my desk job or through my regular points of contact in my life.
And then lastly, what encouragement would you give to someone who might be watching this and having the idea that maybe they might want to try meditation, but it might kind of be a scary thought? What encouragement would you give them about taking that next step?
Try it for short spurts, give it a chance, let it settle in. That's probably my most important piece of advice. And if you can find someone that you can talk to about the experience, it makes it even better along the way.
And what do you think has been the biggest transformation in your life with having a regular meditation practice?
It's changed me. It really has. And I think the most noticeable thing is when my family has noticed. And, I start to see the effects it's had on my kids. Now my daughter went away for college, and she was homesick, and she called home and told me that she was trying meditation, because she saw how it transformed my life. My sister's now doing it. My mother's even tried it now. We all have our own paths and our own struggles along the way, but it's really, truly has brought a sense of peace and a centering to my life that I couldn't have found